I think your responsibility is to guide them in the same direction as I went myself. And they should have a sacrifice too. They want to be a top footballer. It's a privilege in many ways, because a lot of these players were very lucky to get opportunities that were presented to them by playing for a club like Aberdeen and later on Manchester United. Making them aware of that is a job you should really pay attention to.
Yeah.
Make sure that they feel that responsibility.
What about the relationship, your relationship individually with the younger players? How important is that?
What I did was, what I really enjoyed was coaching young kids. We scouted all over Glasgow and Paisley. I paid great rewards.
Yeah.
We won the league with a young team. I think we had 5 players were picked in the Scotland's under-21s. I enjoyed doing it, and I believed in it. And I had this strong belief that what I'd achieved at St Mirren was my path for everywhere I went. Everywhere I went, that was the most important thing for me. And at Aberdeen, increased the scouting department, had some terrific scouts, and we concentrated on youth. The United actual first team scored quite a few over 30. It took a while to get that part going. Once the ball was rolling at United, and the youth coach was terrific, Eric Harrison, really top coach. Eric had this consistency with him that it was every day was the same. Prepare for the first team. He used to keep saying, "You've got to remember you're going to be working for Alex Ferguson."
Were there certain people who mentored you, pushed you in the right direction?
But on the football side, definitely my father. There's no doubt about that. The family, my brother and I, every holiday, first thing, the ball.
Yeah.
Took the ball on holiday all the time, and passing the ball, control the right foot, pass with the left, control the left, all the time. We had a great boys brigade teacher, Johnny Borland, a fantastic man. The BB camps every year, he put a list up on the board about what you had to bring. First thing was football boots. Always football boots. Number 1. Then it was cutlery, T-shirts and all there. But first was about football boots. Circumstances I grew up in, I was a shipbuilding area in Glasgow, Govan. We were in a tenant with 9 families. But I think it's a human quality that some people are destined with their own determination and possibly with their own upbringing that have a certain path in life.
Respect for him. The ambassadorial role, I really don't know in depth the situation. But doesn't matter why, doesn't matter what. Sir Alex has the most important thing, which is the love and the respect of every Man United fan around the world. And that is more important than ambassadorial role, is more important than a few pounds that he can make and he doesn't need. The most important thing is the love and the respect that every Man United fan has for him.
I always looked at the boss as a father figure. You know, I moved up from East London when I was 15 years old, and he was, even though he was Manchester United's manager, it was like my dad, and the kind of relationship that we had was incredible, because he knew when exactly to put his arm around you, but he also knew what player could, you know, take a little bit of a stronger word, or or needed a little bit less, you know. And I think that that's why we had the success at Manchester United that we had. It's why the players wanted to play for him. And really, you know, my relationship with the manager, people always talk about, you know, the difficult times. We didn't have many difficult times, you know, but I think that, you know, the manager understood me and I understood what the manager wanted, but we all respected the manager so much, but he was always there for us no matter what.
There is a debate in this country about who the best Premier League manager has been. Man City fans will say you, Man United fans will say Sir Alex Ferguson. The longer you go on, obviously, the more compelling the evidence will become that you are the best that's ever been. Does that motivate you at all to have that legacy?
At all. I want to be happy every day when I come. I don't do it to, of course, we win titles give you the chance to have job. It's only we give it to you, but it's not the pleasure, honestly. So in that country, I think in all around the world, Sir Alex Ferguson is the best for the time, for the change teams and look the carrying trophy. So being close to the one of the most important managers of all time is that it's not enough, more than enough. It's an incredible honor for me, for all the staff, all the system I had, all the players I had. For me, it's an honor.
You almost signed for United?
Yes, yeah, that's true. I said yes to join to Manchester United.
What year?
2012.
I was there. So why didn't you sign, man?
Ask the club, you know. No, I remember that time.
The wages.
No, I remember also the conversation with the president of Dortmund. He said to me, they need him, and they're not gonna sell me to Manchester United because I'm so important for them. And I was playing for Dortmund. Even I was happy about Manchester United and like the prime of Manchester United. You know,
what a team we would have had, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
6 league titles in a short period of time as well. Pep Guardiola, if you think about him as a manager, he's had more iconic seasons than Fergie ever did. He's obviously got a better title win percentage. He's got 100 points, Centurions, that was unprecedented, followed up by 98 points. A domestic treble as well, that season that Fergie said was never possible, that he could never win. He then won the treble, and ours was better than United's. 1, because it was in this millennium, and 2, because we beat United on the way to doing it. And not only that, we did it after 12 seconds into the FA Cup final we scored. So you've got that. Fergie broke the transfer record countless times. Pep did it once, Jack Grealish, and a lot of people would question that signing. I personally wouldn't, but people are going to say Pep Guardiola, the style of play, everyone across the whole country, across the whole world wants to play Pep Guardiola's style of play. Did anyone want to play Fergie's style of play? Or was it just lastminute.com and sign the best player in the league again? He did it with Van Persie. He did it every season. He went and got Andy Cole, breaking the transfer record. Pep Guardiola, you question the funds, I've already given you the facts there. And the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, United spend more than us, so yeah.
The more he was going on there, he was just going back. I thought I was going to get it. He just kept building up.
I liked it though, it was the adrenaline, right?
At least there's not 15 United fans over there to vote against me.
Guardiola.
Forgot to mention Alonso, Maresca and Arteta as well. Who did Fergie make? Gary Neville?
It's going to be 3.
4 titles.
Everyone knows
What day is 4 titles? That was impossible.
I'm saying
Guardiola?
I'm saying
Outrageous.
Guardiola's a better manager than Alex Ferguson.
No. Who's the greatest Premier League manager of all time?
Well, look,
Give me the stick. We'll win 5 titles in a row, and then you might then.
I thought it was a debate. I thought we're allowed
Do you know what is a huge? Do you know what is a huge point though? You know what Adam brought up earlier about Pittodrie? Like that is huge. If you're trying to compare the two.
Premier League manager. Tell me when Aberdeen played in the Premier League. Tell me when that was, and then we'll have a debate.
It was a good thing.
Because Pep schooled Fergie twice with Barcelona. He scored twice. He was literally shaking in the
Premier League.